guys, welcome back to Unorthodox Views. I'm Billy, or better yet, welcome back to the Cringe Capsule. Or just put them together and have a nice little package. How about that, you know? Have them both together because it's going to be both sort of a review and just kind of like a commentary on their shit. So today we're finally going to be talking about a channel that everybody has already talked about. Every reaction channel, every commentary channel has already referred to. They've talked about these guys, they've talked shit about them, they've called them out on their idiocy. And yes, that channel today is going to be Buzzfeed. However, instead of taking the offensive channel approach, you know, the ones that cherry pick all the feminist videos out there, the obvious feminists, obvious, you know, why white people are bad videos, I'm going to actually pick apart their entire channel. I'm going to try to take a look at all their content and try to decipher why it's dumb instead of trying to focus on one topic in general. So yeah, instead of just peeking through this pile of shit with a stick or something, you know, trying to find that feminist video, I'm going to try sifting through this shit. I'm going to dig through it, look at all the small crevices, every small detail, and try to figure out why it's so dumb. So yeah, today we're getting our hands a bit dirty. Oh yeah, and I also forgot that it's almost Christmas, so I had to wear something festive, but I think this is too overdone, so I'm going to pull it off and put something more discreet on, because I need something to keep me comfort while I'm digging through this shit. There we go. A hat that everyone's gonna hate. So yeah, just by looking through their videos, I can already find some dumb shit that nobody really wanted to know, but they posted anyway. They have this dumb series going on their channel where they get a bunch of their stooges to go try out cheap and expensive versions of food. Have you guys ever wondered what a $169 hot dog tastes like over a $2 hot dog? No? I mean, are you sure? Well, if you said yes, then BuzzFeed has a thing for you.
We are right now on our way to eat 3 of the best hot dogs at 3 drastically different price points. Hot dog with a fries and a Coke. That's it. Hot dog high five. Let's go.
Wow.
For a hot dog, I like to have that snap back when I bite into a hot dog.
This is a much more formidable hot dog. You know?
That is a hot dog.
That's pretty good. That's pretty great. The sweetness really plays with the smokiness.
You know, I probably should have ended there. You know, they could have just cut it down short, because a hot dog is it's supposed to be simple but taste good. I mean, it is a fast food. It's not supposed to be anything fancy. It's not a gourmet food, but yeah, those are the cheapest hot dogs. So let's move on to the expensive ones.
Hot dog facts. Give me your hot dog fact.
Hot dogs are not dogs.
Hot dog fact.
H-O-T.
Hot dog fact.
Hot dog fact.
Sausage dance.
Oh yeah, I forgot to inform you. If you guys are actually going to go watch these videos, you're going to have to sit through a bunch of unfunny guys trying to be funny.
Mediterranean spices. They want to make sure all of the sausages are 4 ounces.
You like the taste of lamb?
Oh yeah. Every bite is so satisfying.
The first sausage we've had that's shaped like the animal it comes from. It's a lot gamier taste, but it is really good.
I'm already dying. So yeah, they spend $8 on food that's not supposed to cost more than at least a few bucks. But you know, what about the critique? Well, the critique's about the same. They like everything. There's not really much of a difference between them because you can't really see them, because they all say the same thing about all of them. Like, no, this is a hot dog, guys. You know, this hot dog right here, this hot dog that cost me $8, this is a hot dog. That $2 hot dog over there, this is a hot dog. So if you guys want to know how these taste like, you might want to try them for yourselves, because these guys aren't very helpful. So yeah, let's just skip over to the expensive hot dog. You know, the one we've been waiting for, the expensive one. From a fucking food van! You're telling me the most expensive hot dog in the world is from a fucking food van? What the fuck?
We're here today at Tokyo Dog Food Truck. I'm Eugene. This is Samson. We are co-creators of the most expensive hot dog in the world. It's $169. Here is the Guinness World Record plaque.
Oh,
and don't you guys think that making something the most expensive thing in the world is like kind of like an easy job? Because I mean, if you're the owner of something, you can make anything whatever the price you want. It just has to be, you know, it has to be like worth it, kind of. Like everything you spend on that burger has to be like up the price. So yes, even I can make the most expensive burger in the world. I just need to add some really expensive ingredients to it. I can add some caviar, some Reuben or something. I can add whatever I want to that burger onto an otherwise normal burger and up the price of it, because all this money right here, it's going to charity, guys, don't worry. is that this normal burger right here you could have paid $5 for, it's all going to charity.
90 miles of traveling.
The $169 Juniban dog.
Holy schmoly. That's, wow.
Hands down, the best hot dog experience I've ever had.
The Tokyo dog was a little bit crazy, but at least you're giving to charities. But for me, the winner is Verskoop, because they have those unique dogs at a reasonable price.
My vote, actually, and probably very stupidly, goes to Tokyo Dog.
So yeah, almost all the videos in this series are kind of the same. They go to, they're given a challenge like, oh, what's the difference between a fucking $10 steak to a $200 steak? They go to all these restaurants, they like all the food, because there's no such thing as a critique. They like all the food, and then at the end of the day, they just say which one they prefer. If you've seen one, you've seen the rest. Another series they have on their channel is called Taste Tests, where they get a bunch of foods from different countries and they give them to a bunch of hipster millennials so they can try out. But right now we're not going to give any attention to those guys because they're just about as appealing as I make them sound. So since we're skipping those, we're going to move on to another series they have on their channel called Is This Okay?, where they discuss hot button topics such as, just basic overall social shit. They discuss those and they try to come up with a final definition as to whether or not this is okay. So the one video I'm going to cherry pick from this stack of videos is called Is Comedy Too Offensive? And I'm not picking it out because I know it's going to be full of feminists or anything. I'm picking it out because I just kind of like want to take a look at this, and I want to see what they think about comedy, because I know it's going to be a little bit flawed, but I'm curious. I'm curious about it. And this should be an interesting watch because we're going to be watching some of the most unfunny people on the most unfunny of sites talk about what's funny. So yeah, goody for me.
Today we are discussing when is something considered offensive versus funny, and how do you personally draw that line?
I do believe that PC is killing comedy in a way, because I feel like jokes they should kind of strike you and be funny.
So the first guy in this discussion brings up how PC culture is ruining comedy, but yet fails to elaborate more on why it's ruining comedy, and just says that he thinks that comedy should be both shocking and funny. And no, I'm not bagging him for him saying that PC culture is ruining comedy, or for him not being PC enough. I'm just bagging him because I don't like people that, that bring up something that's like a serious issue, something here, like a serious topic, but they completely suck at, but they completely blow it when it comes to explaining what they mean by it. And it just makes the rest of the people that are talking about it look bad, because everyone's going to say oh, so that's why they think it's bad.
They invite conflict, 100%. That's just the personality that goes into it. And they just write jokes to get people to react.
A good comedian knows how to tell an offensive joke and make it be funny. A bad comedian knows how to tell an offensive joke but not have a punchline to it. And what I mean by that is that a bad comedian is going to try to do whatever he can to try to piss the person that he's telling the joke to off. Because he's not trying to, make people laugh at the moment. He's trying to just get his name out there.
My whole thing about being PC and you need to not offend people and you need to try your best not hurt people, I don't think that's too much to ask of comedians.
Well, when you come up with things like microaggressions and just overall small things that can really offend you, then yes, it is too much to ask.
So, yeah, this is where I draw my line. Amy Poehler is the executive producer of Difficult People. There was a joke on the show. Julie, the main character, tweeted something along the lines of I can't wait for R. Kelly to piss on Blue Ivy, until Blue Ivy is old enough so R. Kelly can piss on her. Yeah. And she was kind of I did this mean tweet, but I don't understand why everyone's so mad at me.
Yeah. I don't really like Amy Poehler. I kind of think that she's kind of a blight to the comedy industry. But I understood that joke. The joke is that R. Kelly pees on people.
The context of the
I love that you're laughing at it. You thought it was funny.
Yeah! You're looking at the wrong person. I think you're looking at Blue Ivy and you're like, oh, I hear this word, I think of an infant. You should be looking at R. Kelly, who peed on a person.
If I was Beyonce and that was my daughter, they made a joke about peeing on my daughter, I'd be hella pissed.
I was offended because I love Beyonce.
I love Beyonce.
And I love Blue.
Oh no, they made fun of someone you like. Boo-hoo. Hey guys, don't follow the NFL meme pages anymore. They post mean stuff for the Cowboys, and I like the Cowboys. And I just think that's exploitation of the Cowboys because, they haven't done anything to deserve that.
making it that much clearer that this is my opinion. And I do not take myself seriously. None of them take themselves seriously.
I have a hard time listening to a comedian. He makes a really smart, witty social commentary. So much of why I like it is because I'm like, God, that's such a good point. So I can't give you that love, and then the next thing you say, be like, oh, but nothing he says matters.
Well, no shit. Well, no shit, they're not supposed to be taken seriously because at the end of the day, they're just out there to make people laugh. They're not out there to make people think.
I love offensive jokes. I watch Margaret Cho and I watch Kathy Griffin. They both have really offensive jokes.
Those are by far the weakest offensive comedians you could have chosen out of the bunch. That's like saying you like death metal and then you bring up Pierce the Veil.
I think that if you're gonna make fun of something that is sensitive, it should be really witty and be like, that was kind of offensive, but it was so creative and so well worded that was funny.
By smart and witty, they mean that it must pander to what they believe is funny and what they believe should be made fun of because they're not fans of the thing that's being made fun of. So of course, they're gonna laugh because the comedian is making fun of something they find funny as well. They're making fun of something that, you know, that they don't like. So they're gonna laugh because they'll take any opportunity that they can find to laugh at the thing that's being put in front of them that they don't like. Because it's kind of like a human instinct for us, you know. We enjoy seeing someone get taken down a few pegs, but don't like seeing someone that we like get taken down a few pegs because we like that person and we hate that guy. Because whenever it's something they agree with or like, then it's not funny anymore. Because that, you know, they like that thing. They don't want to see that thing get made fun of. And the things they're going to talk about, and the things they're talking about later on in this video, is kind of, and the things they're going to talk about later on in this video is going to justify that whole last point I made right there.
So is it basically for you, if it's, as long as it's funny, it's not offensive?
No, because there's some things that like Eddie Murphy, a comedic icon, like opens up his act bashing gay people essentially. And I'm like, whoa, like for me watching it, it was extremely hurtful.
Oh, so you think it's not funny anymore when it's making fun of you? You don't like being the butt end of a joke? Man, you're really showing me how progressive you are with comedy.
You have to, I mean, if it's coming from, even if it was coming from, like if I heard a black joke coming from a white guy.
That would make you more mad, and it would have to. If I got up on a mic and started talking about the funny things about black people, you wouldn't be like, wow, this is the exact same reaction I would have if a black man were up there. Yeah, you would not.
This cunt, maybe he knows the difference between a joke and, you know, hate speech. Maybe he knows when someone's just trying to make someone laugh and when someone's trying to offend the person they're talking about. He knows where it's coming from. Maybe he knows the difference between the joke coming from a hateful, dark place and the joke coming from a lighthearted, trying to make people laugh place.
If I can feel that your real intent is not malicious, it matters a lot to me.
To be fair though, like in certain times, intention does not matter if it hurts somebody because the people's hurt feelings are valid.
I just hope that I don't feel like I wasted my money. I just want to laugh.
Then do your fucking research if you don't want to lose any money. Take a look at their material. Take a look at some of the crowd reactions. Take a look at their character in general. If you think they're problematic and you know they're going to offend you, then don't go to the comedy show because you're just going to be wasting your money and it's going to be on you because you went there without knowledge of what kind of jokes he tells and are going to be surprised when he tells a joke you don't like. Okay, I spent more time on that than I wanted to, so let's move on back to what we were initially talking about.